I know some of the dealers are starting to get into wide format as part of their diversification. Toshiba launched a couple of piezo inkjet print heads, and they're kind of designed to compete with some of the other OEMs in the mid to high volume, large format markets. Epson, you know, they showed their industrial on demand colored label printer. I think it's called the ColorWorks C8000E, and that's designed for in-house on demand label printing. And labels and barcodes, that's another big growth area for the dealer channel.
Did you come away with an impression that the leadership in print is changing, or do you feel that it's pretty much as it has been in terms of the major companies as far as the United States is concerned?
Yeah, I think the leadership is changing. Not just the people, but the companies, because the industry is changing. And I feel like people have just a broader picture of technology and how it plays into the printing industry. It's way more than just about toner or inkjet on paper. Workflow is huge. The finishing side of things is huge, and making things, being able to print fast is great, but then keeping up with the old bottlenecks in the bindery. But I feel like on the workflow side, I don't know if you saw this company out of Norway called Gelato, but they're they struck a deal with Landa. They're bringing their software, to whoever. It used to be just to their customers, but now they're expanding it. But it's all about workflow and printing where it's needed instead of shipping it across the ocean or across the country, but using technology to print on demand. Long gone are the days of inventorying sheets in a warehouse. I know Konica Minolta, they showed their AccuraJet 60,000, which is their top of the line B2 format digital press. I think it runs at 6,000 sheets an hour. The other one was Canon. They expanded into the B2 market as well, which I know with the VarioPress IV7. They showed it as a concept, so it's not ready. I think it's going to be commercially available about a year from now.
What about Xerox? Were they there in any depth at all?
No, I didn't see them. I don't think they exhibited.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was talking to somebody about that. You think back to what a huge presence they had 20 years ago at the show, and now they're not even there. So,
oh, they always made a huge splash at drupa for years. But at any rate, these are changing times, and certainly Xerox is a different company. It's just kind of interesting to see the changes going on.
You mentioned the FI, that's a different company now than it was too. Fiery is its own company now. So the changing of the industry, the evolution, it's interesting to see, who's there and who's not.
We so appreciate you coming on, and thank you so much for covering the show for us. It's really, really important, and thank you.